Watch me break them down, break them down, break them down. It's nothing. Watch me break them down, break them down, break them down. It's easy. Watch me break them down, break them down, break them down. They say they competition, but they nothing but some clowns. Watch me break them down, break them down, break them down. It's nothing. Watch me break them down, break them down, break them down. Watch me break them down, break them down, break them down. They say they competition, but them niggas going down.
Now these fools got me wondering what the beef is all about. Mama scared to have me home, my homie broke into her house. Now eyes to be the snake, since he wanna be the mouse. Trying to get me for my bread and leave me crumbs on the couch. People born with your spouse, I ain't playing, break them down. Got a truck full of dollars and shit's about to go down. No, I don't make up, hell no, ain't no clown. I play the game on the bench so I can watch the out of town. I keep it real in this game, y'all niggas be faking, slowing me down and my time you be wasting. Gotta slow myself down, God grant me patience. Run through the holes like the realm that I am. Call me a dog when yet you a bitch. Buying up kids and no I ain't rich. I got the best dope, yeah, feel this shit. And the whole neighborhood wanna take a hit. Dope rhymes, yeah, get a taste of the spit. We can swap it out, his and your trip. Got my mind lost, tell me where is my soul. Cut out my own eyes, then hang up the fro.
Somebody tell me, man, sometimes do you feel lost? Knowing not the way to go, cause you throw it off. Gotta pay the cost if you wanna be the boss. It's never free in this world, everything costs. Somebody tell me, man, sometimes do you feel lost? Knowing not the way to go, cause you throw it off. Gotta pay the cost if you wanna be the boss. It's never free in this world, everything costs. What goes around, back around, right back in your face. Staring you point blank in the eyes with no pity or no grace. What goes around, back around, right back in your face. Staring you point blank in the eyes with no pity or no grace. These men don't nobody.
Lost count of the brothers we lost to these streets. It done came to sometimes either him or me. All the time I kept my eyes on my enemies. Had people that was that called family. Said loyalty's a must, but I lost that trust. I just knew that I loved her, but the facts was lust. Should've had my nose in the wind, but I was sneezing off dust. Achoo, bless you, still this world is cruel. The table's set, but the chairs are empty. Lies were served like a feast of plenty. Whispers carve knives that cut so deep. Promises are sold for secrets to keep. I build my trust on fragile stone. Now I stand here all alone. Betrayal's flame won't burn me down. I'll rise up strong. Wear the crown. Through the ashes, through the scars, I'll light the dark like falling stars. Blood means nothing when hearts grow cold. Their smiles were masks, their hands were stones. They watched me drown, they watched me fight, but I broke the chains in the heat of night. I've seen shadows, I've seen the fall. Now I'll be the ice that breaks them all. Betrayal's flame won't burn me down. I'll rise up strong. Wear the crown.
Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button. Turn if you new.
I'm cold, bitch.
I'm cold, bitch. Cold, bitch. I'm cold, bitch. Cold, bitch. I'm cold, bitch. Cold, bitch. I'm cold, bitch.
Welcome to Frostville. Salute to the host, Dr. Frizzle Frost. Let's suit up. Let's get ready for surgery.
Welcome to Frostville. I beat deep. Dr. Frizzle Frost. We're about to dive into something we don't usually do on this channel, but we're gonna dive into it because it's something that's important. It's important out here and it's been overlooked.
and we're diving into mental health and says SA accusations. We're about to get into it. We got special guest Cajun Cat in the house, so let's suit up. Let's get ready for surgery.
Why that damn spray so cold?
You come here every week. You know it's the same deal.
It's colder this time.
It's Frizzle.
Hi.
Hey, how you doing?
Nervous as hell, but let's get it.
Let's get it. So the first thing I want to just talk about is I know you said you've been a part of child abuse, right? Child abuse or SA.
Sexual assaults.
Yeah. We try to I don't know if you two allow us to say the full word, but I try to say SA.
Yeah.
And
SA.
yeah. So a lot of people like don't like to talk about this. So like why do you think like people are afraid to bring these situations up? This stuff is being overlooked.
For me personally, when I was essayed by a former boyfriend of mine, it was very hard to even tell my parents because my mother was molested when she was a kid.
Mm.
So her parents couldn't really do much because it was by a family member.
Usually that's where it stems from, someone close to
Yeah.
the family. Yeah.
So she always instilled it in me that no matter what, I could tell her, or I can go to my dad. Now, if you're a daughter and you love your daddy, you know you're gonna tell your dad any damn thing. You just gonna
Right.
worry that he gonna end up in jail for doing something stupid.
Right.
Which is 100% reasonable. But
Right.
for me, I felt like it was something to be embarrassed about
Mm.
because I've been used a lot for, we're gonna say noodles. We're gonna
Right.
use that word for noodles.
Okay.
If I didn't put out, he would say, "Oh, you don't love me. I'll go home and end myself."
Mm.
So, as someone who has officially hit 6 years as of November, SH clean, it really hit home
Mm.
because no one, no matter what you go through, what you do, you never want to hear that word come from someone that you love. You know what I
Exactly.
mean?
Exactly.
And
It's a hard pill to swallow.
exactly. So when he would say that to me, my brain instantly went to, if he does this, it's gonna be on my hands. I'm gonna have to live with this. It's gonna drag my mental health down even further.
Mm.
So I kind of just had to suck it up and do it. Whereas deep down, I knew I didn't want to do it, but I knew if I didn't, he would probably do it.
Mm. The force nature of the situation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's
Not a good combination. So fellas, don't ever fucking do that. Don't
yeah.
ever do that. And ladies, don't ever do that either.
So that's the very important thing about saying about accepting the answer no, which a lot of people have a hard time doing.
Yeah.
If they say no, then it's just leave it as it is. And
Otherwise, you gonna get punched in the face by somebody like me. Y'all know me. I gotta be funny. That's just me.
for sure. That's the thing about like you said, you was afraid to come out with it. Is it
Yes.
like most likely do that stem from like people not believing you? Like they won't believe you, or they
It's a
reactions?
it's a mix of both because I have I have a learning disability.
Yeah.
So my brain is at the capacity of a second grader. I
Okay.
understand the difference between right and wrong. No means no, yes means yes, and shut the hell up means shut the hell up before you get bitch slapped.
Right. Right. The
I
basis.
understand I understand the basics.
Yeah.
But I'm also very gullible. So knowing what he was doing and I knew it was wrong,
Mm-hmm.
that's where my gullible brain kicked in and was like, fuck. If I say it, people are gonna be like, well, you are gullible, so you kind of deserved it, you know?
Mm.
So it's a mixture of my brain was like, you deserved it, whereas my heart's like, this is not right.
Mm.
And keep in mind, I was dealing with my grandfather passing away
Right.
at the same time.
So around the time this was happening, your grandfather passed away.
Mm-hmm. He would
Wow.
accuse me of cheating anytime I was hanging out with my friends. If
Mm.
I was going to, if you're from Louisiana, you know we love Mardi Gras. It's the perfect time to get drunk and do stupid shit.
The
He hated,
Mardi Gras.
yeah. He
Oh
hated the
yeah,
fact
yeah,
that I went to Mardi Gras parades with my dad. My
yeah.
dad and I don't get to spend a lot of time together. We live together, but
The
we
work
don't
schedule,
do,
right?
yeah, we don't do much. The most we do is if he's going to ride somewhere and he needs the trailer, I'm going to work, which is hooking up the trailer. That's
Mm.
my job. Hi, Tyler. So, the little bit of times I actually get to spend with my dad and do something that him and I both love, I take full fucking advantage of it. I'm a daddy's
Mm.
girl.
Right, right.
I'm wrapped around my dad's finger like a snake on rice. That ain't
So
make sense, but
not, I
you get
mean,
the picture.
yeah, I know the bond between father and daughter.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he took that opportunity to take advantage of you by
Mm,
just using some dumb shit, really. He just
yep.
needed something. He really just needed a leverage over you,
Mm-hmm.
pretty much. Okay. And
And
see that.
there were
Oh, go ahead.
times where, like when my grandfather had passed away, I'm not gonna sit here and just bash him for doing that incident because when my grandfather did eventually pass away, he excuse me, he knocked off. He called in from work and was like, "Look, my girl just lost her only grandfather. I'm staying home in case
Mm,
she needs me." You know.
right, right,
So for that, I am grateful because I never had a partner do that before. He
right,
made sure I was okay. He made sure my family was okay. But that one kind gesture definitely does not justify all the other fucking shit he did. Hell
right.
no.
Yeah, one good deed don't exempt all the bad shit.
Exactly.
Yeah. So
And
that's tough.
here's here's the kicker. He's a
Mm,
firefighter.
mm.
So now I have trust issues with firemen. I know they're
So
there to help us,
right,
but
right. The
that
guy that
one
saved lives.
hurt me.
Right. That's wild. But they say it's always in the higher upper too, that when it's
Hmm.
them type of people. But yeah, go ahead though.
And there were times he was on the phone with me. He'd be like, "Can I come over?" I'm like, "I have to ask my mom because this is my mom's house. I can't just have people come over whatever the fuck I want them to come over."
Mm.
So I would mute myself and tell my mom, "Tell him no. Tell him no." She's like, "What? I don't want to deal with him today." Say no. Hell fucking no. And she would do that. She
Wow.
knew she knew I wanted out of that relationship so bad. But every time I tried to leave,
Mm-hmm.
that one line always came back up every time he didn't get what he wanted.
Mm.
Was I'ma go home and off myself. I deep down wanted to say, do it. I don't
Yeah,
care.
yeah. See that I done witnessed this, and that's uh a petty thing to say to get your way. And honestly, like now, if they're a good person and you see them going through some things, and they say, I feel bad and I feel like I want to,
Yeah,
then yeah, they might need to help them. But if it's
yeah,
a bad person and they say I'm gonna, man, go ahead and do what you need to do. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? That's just the way I be feeling. Because I mean, I
absolutely.
believe, yeah, I don't believe in Batman, but I believe in Red Hood. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know what you.
If anybody know the distinction between that. But yeah,
Can someone tell me in the comments? Because I don't know.
it's like Batman believed in no matter how many people the Joker killed, he believed he need to be locked up. Justice, right?
Yeah,
Red Hood was like, if I just kill this motherfucker, he won't be able to hurt nobody else.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? That's why I be like, I believe in the Red Hood.
yeah. So,
Um,
yeah.
yeah. So let me read this comment. Tyler says mental health is the biggest important thing in our lives, but I'm just in bad shape before now. I'm just starting watching pro wrestling. Okay, so yeah, mental health is important, man. It's definitely important. It's definitely been ignored, you know, and I'm not familiar with it because I really haven't, I really haven't been really haven't just talked to people who would speak out about it, right?
Yeah,
Like like I seen some shit when I was young with my cousin. Like she was, like 13, 14 type of shit. And it was, but her boyfriends or guys that kept her company was like 18, 20, you know what I'm saying? Shit like that.
yeah,
But I didn't pay no attention to that because, I actually found out a little later that was happening. And I
yeah,
never, she never spoke out about it. She never talked about it or nothing like that. Her mom's was a junkie, so uh yeah, that type of situation.
yeah,
I just never really expanded on it, talked to people about it, or just know what anybody just going through. Because a lot of people, like you said, are afraid to talk about it because they're embarrassed or
they're from
they
my
don't.
personal experience with people who have these mental health problems, they are afraid to talk about it because most people will just think, "Oh, you're not really, but you ain't got that. That's for old people. What you gotta be sad about?" I got a lot of
Mm.
shit to be sad about, motherfucker. What the hell wrong with you?
Yeah, see, I dealt with that too. Like, well, I done, seen kids dealt with and I'll be like, and I say the same thing, like, you're too young to be stressing, but then again, we actually don't know what's going on. Um, inside the household with the parents or relatives, because that's where it
School.
stems from. That's the people that be abusing them, right? That closest ones to them.
Not just abusing them, but you don't know what goes on behind closed doors. A lot of people don't.
Right.
So growing up, I'm gonna say this with my whole fucking chest. My mom's side of the family hates that I exist. They hate
Mm,
me, but they play like they don't that they don't. I knew since I was a
mm,
kid that they hated my guts. And you
wow.
know what? I don't give a fuck. They hated me because my grandmother, the one I lost when I broke my
Mm,
leg, I lived with since I was 2, helping my mom take care of her, pushing her in the wheelchair when she had doctor's appointments, cooking for her, getting her water bottles when she needed it. Even when I was laid up, I was still doing it.
mm,
She, how do I say this? She knew how much it affected me because I was the only one that never got to meet my mom's dad or my dad's dad. I only knew
right.
my dad's stepdad.
Mm,
That was the only grandfather I've ever known.
wow.
So out of the great, out of the grandkids that she has, I'm the only one that never met their grandfather. I know my
Mm,
dad's stepdad, but that's it.
that's it. So why do you think, like, I mean, I know you said they hated you because of, like, the good deeds you was doing, but like, you think they also hated you because you didn't follow what they wanted you to follow,
Oh no,
type shit?
they just hated me because I got more. I didn't.
You were treated well, or
Yeah,
like the favorite type.
I was the quote unquote favorite grandkid out of every
Right.
other person that had their own kids.
Mm-hmm.
But it also stood because since I was a kid and I was able to cook eggs,
Yeah.
my grandmother was teaching me how to cook. My grandmother was helping me clean. She was helping
Mm,
me with homework. She would help me figure out good ideas and telling me stories of what it was like when she was a kid. What was it like raising my aunts and my uncles? What were some of their favorite memories? What was a
mm,
dream vacation she always wanted to do? Something like that.
right.
I wanted to know more about my family that only she could tell me from a mother's point of view.
Mm,
Because from a child's point of view, you don't remember a lot. From a
right.
mom's
Right.
point of view, you remember every detail. Keep in mind, y'all gonna freak the hell out about this. My grandmother is the oldest, but was the oldest of 18. 1-8. That's a lot of fuckers.
Yeah, that's a lot of kids.
That's a lot of fucking kids. Hell yes.
Damn. Oh, she had a lot of grandkids.
No, no, no. That her mama, my grandmother's mom, had 18 kids.
Okay, okay, I'm messing it up. But
Yeah.
did your grandma have a lot of grandkids?
My grandmother
Like,
had 10 kids, so she had a fuck ton. We got at least 4 sets of great grandkids, if not more,
mm,
that I don't fucking know about. And I don't really want to
damn.
know about. Because they're
Okay.
too many.
I understand. I understand that. And
So,
it's wild. Family hate you like that though. And some, but at least you knew that they hated you, because it's some
yep.
that don't even know because they not showing it, but deep inside they envy a person. You know what I'm saying? And that's wild to me. Like, I just don't
Mhm.
understand it.
And like a couple of times they would ask me, once again, I have the brain of a of a second grader. So because I was not on the right medication to really help myself.
Yeah.
So I repeated first grade, got up to fourth grade. I failed that too because of the fucking state testing, which is a dumb thing to fucking invent.
That state test is
Thanks,
something
government.
else. That's something else.
That's a big fucking stress right there. Good God.
I
So
hate state testing, but yeah.
so all throughout school, I knew I was different. But I always made time for my family. Even in high school, I was throughout my whole high school life or school life, my life, I never left my house.
Mm,
If I did, it was to stay close by to where I live. I didn't have that many friends. I was a loner. And I'm okay with that. I don't like people.
it's nothing wrong with being a loner, and I definitely can, you know,
Yeah.
relate to that.
So my family knew that I was not normal. But no matter what, I still made time to do what I needed to do. And and like I said, if my grandmother had a doctor's appointment and I was out of school, I went with my mama. I pushed my grandmother in the wheelchair. I helped her get out of the car at the doctor's appointment and pushed her into the doctor's building and came back to close my mom's trunk and the car door. I made sure she got in the building first, then I went back.
Right.
I made sure she had water when she needed it. If I was up and I was fixing me something to eat, I made sure if she wanted something, I fixed it for her.
Mm,
So my life revolved around me helping my mom take care of my mama and my uncle that I lived with since I was 2. So
right.
those two older people I took care of a lot.
So
I,
did that like give me 1 second. What's up, A Dubs? Appreciate you coming through. Roberto, you say you just applied for YouTube partner. Congratulations, bro. You on your way. You on your way. Kaya, appreciate you coming through. Tyler, what it do, bro? Appreciate you in the building. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Um, like all the responsibilities you had, like as a youngster. So you never really had a childhood.
nope, never really had one. Like
Okay.
I like I did have friends, but to say really go and have a sleepover,
Right.
not really. Cause I had separation anxiety really
Yeah,
bad.
what is separation anxiety? That's like what is it?
That so for me as a kid, I was always with my mom while my dad went to work. So we were always home.
Right.
So no matter where she went, I went. I
Mm.
I was the little shadow that followed everybody until I was like, okay, I don't like my mom that much. I'm following my dad. Bye.
So you didn't like being separated from the person you was close to,
Yep. And
not for
that
too long.
nope. She would
Yeah.
put me in like a daycare. My brain didn't want to say the fucking word. I would cry nonstop.
Mm.
until my mom came back to pick me up. The
Wow.
daycare could not handle me. I hit a kid on the head with a toy hammer.
Knocking people out in daycare?
Yes. When I tell you we knew I had mental health problems as a kid.
Yeah.
You can see why the fuck I'm crazy as hell.
Or did they just approach you the wrong way, like as a kid, and are they kind of like pick with you or something, and melded with you, or
Nope.
just
I
said the wrong thing?
Nothing. They were just trying to get me to go have fun and play
Oh, get
and
you to do
to
something
kind
you
of
didn't
help
want to do.
distract my mind.
Okay,
It didn't work.
okay, yeah, trying to get you to do something you really wasn't interested
Okay,
in
like
doing.
kindergarten,
Yeah.
I had one teacher who really helped me. She
Mm.
would give students a hug. And teachers are not allowed to give students hugs.
Right.
But that one act of kindness helped me calm down
Mm.
and helped me to understand, okay, I don't have to be afraid. They're not going to hurt me. She made sure I was okay.
Right.
If a kid was having a bad day, she made sure that one kid felt seen, felt heard, felt loved, made them as comfortable as she could do without getting in trouble. And she got in trouble, but she told the principal, if I see
Mm.
a kid crying, I'm not going to turn my back because that can leave a bad impression on a kid, both
Yeah.
mentally and physically. So, one act of kindness towards a child or a, anybody that can change somebody's whole trajectory on life, if
Yeah,
that
I
makes sense.
agree. Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, act of kindness definitely can help somebody out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's whew. Do you think it's a lot of people that go through this, type of situations, and it just locked behind closed door? Or do you think they talk about it and people just push it to the side?
I believe it's a mixture of both. So, for an example, with me growing up, my mom knew I had something wrong with me.
Right.
My dad didn't want to believe I had something wrong. He just thought it was the normal kid being a kid, not wanting to go to sleep, not wanting to do this, not wanting to do that.
Mm.
I was cussing my mama out. I held things to my parents' throats. I would beat them. I would do things that no kid should be doing.
Right.
That's not normal.
Mm.
It took my dad realizing one night when I had scissors and I held it to him
Mm. You
that
just you just you
my
just snap
brain,
out. You just snap out.
and as soon as it's like my body had all this pent up energy and that I just didn't know what to do.
Mm.
Cause deep down, I'm so tired, but my body's like go, go, go. That it released negative energy. And I just
Mm.
went on a full on attack mode. I broke so much ceramic things. When I tell you I
Wow.
beat on everybody in my house, I would beat on my grandmother, I beat on my uncle, my mama, and my daddy. And as
Mm.
soon as all that energy just left and I fell asleep, I couldn't remember what happened.
Oh.
So It got so
Wow.
bad that my parents didn't know what to do.
Wow. So what's this black guy, Jen? Appreciate you coming through, Jen. How you doing? What is like the blackout moments? What did they explain to you what caused that?
That was just what I call my demon. Everybody has two
Yeah,
sides to themselves. The
right.
normal one that's always calm, and then the side where every emotion that they're feeling that they had to keep bottled up or just didn't know how to release it properly
Mm.
came up like a goddamn volcano. Mine came out very destructive.
Now I know about the blackouts, but like the times that I did black out, but it was only like somebody picking with me, and I be trying to avoid the situation, and then you know how people put your back to the wall and then I get into a fight.
Hold up,
Like,
my shit. I can't hear you now. Hold up. What the hell happened?
what happened? Can you hear me now? You good?
I think my shit fucked up. I don't know what I did.
I can hear you.
God damn it. Who done?
Uh She I got disconnected. Well, she disconnected, but it's can you hear me now? We get technical difficulties.
I can't hear you on my end, but I can hear you through the screen.
Oh Lord. Oh man. So wow, that's gonna be
This is a bullshit. I didn't know it.
it's some bullshit.
My damn alarm did it. Damn it.
What you pushing the button you ain't supposed to push?
God
Uh
damn
oh.
it.
Uh-oh.
I didn't touch nothing.
What happened? Y'all can still hear me on my end, right? The chat can still hear me.
Oh, I fixed it. I pushed the button. It worked now. Okay, we're good.
Oh, you can okay. You can hear me now.
There we go.
Okay.
Leave it to me to fuck something up.
All right, say hey to the people.
Hi.
Mwah. Yep.
Hi,
Got
pretty princess.
say hey. You know,
Hi.
she be so shy. She like to get up here, but she be shy.
No.
All right, go play. Go watch the TV. Okay. I'll be with you in a minute. All right. Yeah, like all right, the situations like when I blacked out, it was temporary. It was like real short, right? So it would be like
Mm-hmm.
back to the wall type of situation though. And I just when I fight, I don't remember the fight, but like later on through the week, I slowly remember the fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, but
Yeah.
it was kind of strange, but it was just a spaz out situation. And sometimes I used to spaz out myself, you know, like people trying to make me do things that I don't want to do or make something sound right that I don't believe is right type of shit.
Yeah.
And I spaz out on them too. You know what I'm saying? People call it, uh uncles and shit giving me nicknames that I don't fucking like. You know what I'm saying? Bitch, don't call me no Roscoe. What you call me? Roscoe, you know what I'm saying? I snap on his motherfucking ass. You know what I'm saying? It came to a point where I just stepped. And now I'm the bad guy though, you know.
Yeah.
But I ain't bother nobody. So I think that kind of can play a part too with people that kind of stick to themselves and don't bother people. But when people bother them, then they spaz out. Then now, oh, he's the bad guy. He's the bad guy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And eventually, some people be getting what they deserve. But do you think like some people that don't need the medicine, right? Don't need the medicine. But their parents put them on the medicine, and they become worse.
Definitely.
Uh, yeah, so the medicine do help, right? It does help.
As someone who is on medicine,
Yeah,
it has helped me tremendously. Because without it, I would either be one, locked the fuck up
Mm.
in either jail or in loony bin,
It'll be
or
somewhere. They'll put you somewhere hugging yourself.
pretty fucking much, or I would be dead.
Mm.
And
But what I be
that's
saying, like from my point of view, when like people do be like, my child got this type of issue or this issue, then they be kind of worse on the medicine than off the medicine, you know. So
yep.
it kind of put me in a mind state like, do the medicine actually work? But you says it does, so it
It
got to be
depends.
it's got to be given for the reason, for the purpose.
There are some people and some parents who just put their kids on medicine. Just for example, if a kid has ADHD or ADD like I do,
Yeah.
their parents are just gonna give them that medicine just to calm them down. For
Mm.
me, I was put on ADHD medicine because I would be petting in first grade. I can vividly remember this. It's funny as hell. The teacher is teaching. I'm there just petting the air, just saying, "He's a good unicorn." The teacher's looking at me like, "Cat, what are you petting, sweetheart? There's a fluffy unicorn right here.
Mm.
Y'all don't see it?" You know, just
Yeah.
that. So, if it wasn't for my teacher who had a son who has ADHD,
Yeah.
she would have never told my mom and dad that this is what your kid has. You might want to get her evaluated, so
Mm.
that way they can put a 504 plan in place for her. We know what she needs, and we know how to help her as she
Right.
grows into her education. And that's what they did. And for
Mm.
the longest time, I hated, 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 hated the
Mm.
fact that I have these problems. I had to have a teacher read out the test to me.
Mm-hmm.
I hated that I need to have a calculator, even though I use that motherfucker to my fucking advantage
Yeah, yeah. Gonna
every
use
fucking
that
time.
use that calculator now. Shit, nothing wrong with the calculator.
I hated that I had extended time. I hated that I felt like I was being favored by the teacher. I know what the 504 plan was there for. I know it wasn't there to hurt me or to make me feel less than.
Yeah.
But when you have so many kids looking at you, questioning the teacher and questioning you, why does this one get special treatment and we don't? That
Mm.
that's what hurt me a lot more. Because it's like I had to tell them like y'all are able to catch on to this shit. Not cussing in that time, but now I'm cussing up a damn storm. Y'all are able to comprehend this science problem better than I can. Y'all are
Yeah.
able to understand this math problem better than I can. I don't get it. I have the brain of a fucking squirrel, dipshits. What the hell you want me to do?
So what they did, they Deshaun, I appreciate you coming through. I'm just not seeing you in there. Um, so it was like you was in regular classes though.
Yep.
Okay, because usually like at that point they put you in the special ed class is what they call it.
Mm-hmm.
Usually they put you in there, and that way people can differentiate the regular students from the people that learn a little different from the regular students. So, and most of my homies was in special ed though. You know what I'm saying? I guess because I ain't judge them.
Yeah.
They people too. You know what I'm saying? They people. They got hearts and they got feelings too. So
Yeah.
and they were cool people. They were cooler than the fucking regular kids. And you know what I'm saying?
We see
So
things a little bit differently than what the normal people can do,
yeah,
which is why I'm the queen of chaos.
and then they had like a very imaginative mind that can create. You know what I'm saying?
Hell
That
fucking
that mo-
yeah.
that most people don't understand. They overlook it. And yeah, but you was in regular class. That's why they was
Hmm.
looking at you like that.
And a lot of them also had a 504 program too, but not as big as what I had.
Right.
So
Mm,
those that did have the 504 plan, when we got pulled into special groups for like extracurriculum, not extracurriculum,
yeah.
curriculum, but for extra help in understanding
Hmm.
stuff, they wanted to know why I had all these extra things handed to me, and I told them, you can understand, let's say your favorite subject at that time is math. You're good at it.
Right.
I am fucking horrible at it. I'm lucky I can do addition and subtraction. I
Yeah.
cannot do division, multiplication, especially if you put goddamn letters in it. Motherfucker,
Mm.
when did we put letters in fucking math? Why
I hate
the hell is there a Z and here?
fucking algebra, geometry. I hated them classes, but yeah,
Especially
it's
business
wild.
math. That bitch didn't make no damn sense.
It
It,
was wild. It did get real crazy. Roberto said he was in high school. He took special ed classes and regular classes. Like one of my homies did. He did the same thing to a regular class. He took special ed classes, and they just helped him in his low points.
yeah.
Oh yeah,
And what a lot of people don't really understand, you have all these kids who have these problems that even just saying, why do you get special treatment?
mm,
That don't fucking help you understanding why. That just makes you look dumb as hell. I respect that you are asking, but
yeah,
some kids are better with hands on. I'm
right,
living
right,
both. I can learn hands on and with a little bit of a better understanding
uh,
of what is actually needed.
right. You had a different way of learning.
Yeah.
No captivity with Freezer. Appreciate you coming through, brother. Hope all is well, and definitely looking forward to tuning in to your show tonight. Yes, sir.
Ooh, good.
Um,
Hey.
says she's not a therapist.
I'm an advocate.
She's the patient. She's a mental health patient.
I'm just speaking from my point of view as a patient and who's someone who's dealt with mental health since being a little kid. And picking up on a few tips and tricks that I've learned with counseling, and of course medication helps, but also learning as I grow.
Right, right. And I know Freezer, he talked about this on his show too. And Freezer, you want to come up, you can come, you're welcome to come up. Just let me know. I drop the link.
Just be
But
careful because I'm very chaotic. I'm just letting you
oh
know
nah,
that
nah, he's very humble. He's very
now. I
humble
know.
and
I just gotta say I'm chaotic as hell.
I'm, I'm gonna play with it in a minute, okay? Yeah. The battery dead. There you go. Okay. Yeah. So some people have like a slower learning, process, and
Yeah.
as Roberto said, he a slow learner, which everybody gotta be taught. I say everybody gotta be taught in a different way. You know what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
it's like what works for me is not gonna work for the next person. And what
Yeah,
works for that person may not work for me.
absolutely. For me,
But some people try to down talk that.
yeah. For example, you have people who like to go fishing.
Right.
So when it comes to the fishing part of it, there's math to it. You gotta figure out how much bait you're gonna use to catch X amount of fish that you want to catch. If you want to go catch enough to make a good supper and have some for the next day, you gotta make sure you
Mm,
you have enough bait, you have enough space in your cooler, you gotta have enough everything.
right.
So you gotta make sure you have enough of everything you need. For me, the best way I understood math was playing one of my favorite video games of all time, Minecraft.
And they help you out.
Be- exactly.
It's
Because you
it's
have to
wild.
learn.
It's wild. A
For,
game can actually teach you.
yeah. And I've explained it to one of my teachers. She's like, you're not one of the first students that's actually said this particular game helped them learn how to
Mm,
figure out the width and the dimension. I'm like, because if
mm,
you follow a tutorial on how to build a house, but you want to make it your own with the help of the tutorial, my brain is going too damn fast. Slow the hell down.
slow it down. Slow it down. Slow it down. Slow it down.
I had to smack it. That might work. Learning and figure out how big I'm gonna want one wall to be, how big I want the other side to be. If I want one side smaller to go out more, I gotta figure out what I'm gonna need, how much of it I'm gonna need, and am I gonna like the outcome of it?
Mm,
Because it's the same with math. You can add to things and you can subtract to it.
right.
So any sort of way that helped me figure out any sort of problem, it worked.
Okay.
Probably didn't make sense to a lot of people, but it does for me.
Nah, it made plenty of sense. It made plenty of sense because it's 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 like some people you can tell somebody something, they can learn it. And then it's another person you have to actually show them, you know. You have to just show them piece by piece. And that's just how some people learn.
Yep.
So it definitely nothing wrong with that because we all different. Nobody the same. Nobody the same. We all different. I was bad at government and social studies. I'm talking about it's a reason I made 0 in that class because I really didn't give a fuck about it, right? So it still was like hard for me to learn that shit and keep it installed in my brain.
Yeah.
On the only way I passed going to the high school and coming out of junior high or middle school, whatever they call the shit. Um, it was just like you play the fucking game. Mario missing, and you had to play with Luigi. You had to answer fucking government questions, and yeah, that's the only reason I passed that test. But we at the hour mark. What I want to do is dive into a a reaction real quick. I wanna break something down real quick. I'm gonna pull this
Okay.
video up. It's crazy because I just found this the other night, uh, and I was like, wow, this I'm gonna implement this in the show. So this is gonna be Let me get my YouTube up on the other side. It's crazy because it got something to do with essay, and how it can affect someone. And I think this is it's a wild one. This a wild one. Let me see. How do I find my? Hold up. Let me go to my playlist. Give me a second, y'all. Give me a second. I'm working. Yeah, dude.
You need to input that in here.
Okay. Yeah. Give me a second. Just play the music. Oh shit. Let me see. What the hell? Y'all give me a second, man. God damn, they put in the wrong spot or something. Yeah, they did put in the wrong spot.
They did, or you did?
I guess my playlist usually I have new to old, but it's going from old to new in my playlist.
Oh yeah, I hate when that happens.
This right here finna get deep, y'all. Appreciate it, Roberto. Appreciate you still being in the building. This finna get interesting because I seen this movie as a kid and I never fucking put this shit together until this fucking video just popped up my screen the other night. It just popped up. I don't know these people. I ain't never searched for these people. You know what I'm saying? Like they ain't even movie algorithm ain't even over on this channel or on my main event Fro channel. Movie stuff is on Dr. Frizzle channel. But anyway.
We are on Dr. Frizzle channel.
Yeah, but the video came from main event Fro. It's all wrestling over there. You know, all wrestling and Dragon Ball. But this popped up. If anybody haven't seen this movie, Tales from the Hood. This story right here. Y'all remember the little kid and he kept saying the monster. Yeah, let's break this down.
Tales from the Hood gives us the simple solution that Walter's stepdaddy had a monster tattoo, but that doesn't even begin to scratch the surface of the full story.
What was really happening in that room when the monster closed the door?
We're about to do a full movie breakdown of the 1995 film Tales from the Hood like you've never seen before, focusing on tale number 2, Boys Do Get Bruised.
Boys Do Get Bruised. And that's that's a tough title. I never even thought about this. You know what I'm saying? I just watched the movie as a movie. But they actually get into
heard of this movie.
Yeah, Tales from the Hood. It's wild.
In this tale, a young boy is tormented by a monster that lives in his own home.
Man, what type of what the happening here?
We are introduced by Mr. Sims to tale number 2 as he's walking the 3 guys through, and he says,
"It's a classic case of what is and isn't real.
This tale is about what's real in the mind of a boy named Walter.
Perception, reality.
Perception versus reality." And we'd had this long conversation about his statement of the cornucopia of divergent ideas. Remember that we talked about in the first breakdown that we did. So we won't go into that now, but if you missed it, that is a must listen to video. Hey, Walter, after the teachers.
All right, so this one, your boy, they're going to break down how he went to school. He in this new school, he getting bullied at school. He get tormented at home by his mother boyfriend, his stepfather. And yeah, man, they about to break it down.
Oh, like Lord.
Walter kind of thing.
Did you say something?
I said, oh Lord, here we go.
Let's get it.
All to say hello to Walter.
And I want to just say that also in this movie is Brandon Hammond, the little boy. And we have seen him in so many movies: Soul Food, Menace to Society as young Kane, just a ton of movies that he was in at this point. And also a treat, the teacher here is Rusty Kundieff, and he is the...
Hey, ho, 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 ho!
Yeah, Walter just got beat up. Like one kid pushed him, and I think the other one beat him up.
Right.
I'm Height,
And I'm Cherie.
and you've discovered axiom amnesia.
That's an
Rusty was
intro.
talking about this in his director's commentary, and how, you know, he didn't want to take the route of, oh, you know, you are a poor family and this is going on with what we're about to see. But he wanted to have like a solidly middle class family and show that the things going on in their home could happen to anybody.
Here, honey, hold this up to your head.
Walter got beat up so bad he had to go see the nurse, it appears. It shouldn't be funny, but something is wrong with him. He got a whole, I guess, this ice on his head or something. Like he got beat really bad. But they discover some.
What I want to do is get to the main part, the main cookies and cream. They started off with the bully at school, and let's see, he was drawing pictures about what's going on at home, because he'll come to school with bruises on him. And he'll just say like he fell or something like that, you know. But then his mother was saying he fell or he just clumsy, but he was saying because he felt comfortable talking to the guy, the nurse guy, teacher. Yeah, he felt comfortable talking to him, and he was like, "It's a monster at home." But he going, let me see. Let's see where we
But
at.
he's not hearing it. Finally, Walter tells him that basically it's the monster doing these things.
The monster. He came after my dad died.
And the teacher's like, the monster, you know. But Walter is dead serious. It's the monster.
So he lost his father, his mother get a boyfriend, and now he's getting abused at home.
Doing these things. This is how he sees it from his child's point of view. And I don't think the teacher is getting it.
If you decide you want to tell me what really happened, I'm going to be here to listen, okay?
Walter tells them that the monster did it. Nobody believes him. And he said it came after my dad died, right? So it kind of sounds like something that a child would make up, you know, after an event like separation from father, or, you know, after a death.
Right. And I'm like, what kind of, you know, they're not actual child psychologists, but like what kind of teacher of these young children wouldn't recognize that the kid is trying to communicate something? And he's like, well, when you decide to tell the truth, then let me know.
See, that's another thing that we talked about earlier. When the kid reaches out for help, it gets ignored. And, you know, and that's what Walter was dealing with in this video. He trying to reach out for help. It got ignored. But what really was going on? Was he getting beat by the monster, or was he getting SA'd by the monster? And we never, like, we watched this as in our younger days. We never, you know, I don't even think our parents was looking at the movie like this, because hey, let us watch it. You know what I'm saying? But that's all. Let me move up a little bit.
Believe me. And the teacher and the nurse just sit there and they just look at the boy, you know.
It sounds like a different type of abuse to me with a statement like that. For these sorts of beatings or whoopings, I don't know if it's typically told, oh, no one's going to believe that I'm whooping you.
Yeah, but for that one particular type, that's usually the one that nobody's going to believe you.
Right.
Interesting. In the next scene, Walter is in bed again and it's nighttime and he is terrified. He's got his light on and he's crying. You see the tears streaming down his face. There's banging. There are these monster sounds again, almost like wild animal sounds, like some type of lion or tiger, you know, grab.
So the guy actually, the boy identifies the man as a monster, because that's what he see him as, a monster. So that's why he called him a monster. And this monster comes into his bedroom at night, and Walter all of a sudden he doesn't run from it, right? He knows it's about to happen, as they're gonna explain. He knows it's about to happen, and he just lets it happen because nothing he can really do about it.
Yep.
Howl and roar And then there's this banging that's on the door as the handle rattles again. But this time, the door actually does open, and we see like this monster looking hand, an animal hand with these nasty looking nails and stuff, right around the door as the door is opening. Right before the door opened, he cut his light off and laid down, to just kind of act like he was sleeping and whatnot. But he hears all of this. And the thought that comes to mind for me is, what's going on outside of the door? Like, is it the commotion of what this monster is doing outside? Because clearly in both cases, the monster didn't actually really come into the bedroom to do something to him. So what is going on?
To me, that's what it looked like. Like the monster is trying to open the door. He had the door, stuff in front of the door. So that's why the monster kept hitting the door, because the monster is trying to push that stuff out of the way. So he's trying to open the door. But the thing that I really noticed is that Walter doesn't do anything. He just sits there and he cries because it's inevitable. It's going to happen. He doesn't scream. He doesn't say anything. He doesn't try to hide, really. All he does is, like you said, try to maybe act like he was.
Teacher, he's back.
So he go back to the school. He got another bruise. And he say the monster came back.
It's bad.
And he's got bruises on his arm, and he winds up at in the nurse's office again.
Walter.
At first, I was like, maybe the monster didn't actually come in and do anything to him, but clearly that's not the case, because he's now got more bruises than he had before, and they have to wrap his arm up in the nurse's office.
Walter, you be sure to put this back, just like...
It kind of shows another scene with the monster violating him. I think it's
now that part that they showed, it was at the age I was like, okay, the monster is beating up this child. The guy just he beating him up. But clearly in that scene, they indicated that the boy was being sexually abused. Because we didn't, as they gonna tell you, and I didn't even picture this shit till I saw this video. It was like the boy was just screaming, no, stop, whatever, no, just screaming. We didn't hear no belts, we didn't hear no whips, we didn't hear nothing.
It's a different type of abuse because you don't hear like the whips and hits. You don't hear out, out, out. It's just stop. It's sort of a thing. And maybe that's what they were going for, but without saying it and not having to actually go into it, in the film.
And I wonder how my parents or my mother seen this movie. Like, did anybody else catch on? And I never went back to watch this movie since I was young. I never went back to watch it. I'm really just not getting into breaking movies down. So just to see somebody else come and break something down like this is like, and I also hear people come to me and talk about these situations. It's very disturbing. So
Very.
what happened? Right. So what Walter did was draw a picture of the monster. He says his friend told him that if he draw the problem and he draw it, then destroy the artwork, he get rid of the problem. Which gonna plays a part with him and Tyrone. As you can see, the picture, I can't
Really, the answer to your problem.
And maybe because it came from another kid, right? Oh, that couldn't possibly work. And it sounds outrageous, but you know what? If that's something that helps people to cope, I mean, really, what would be wrong
That's the picture of Tyrone, which he gonna find out that it actually works.
with that, I suppose?
Right, and maybe she was told that by a professional.
Yeah, well, she said her mother told her, but maybe the mother is a professional. Or basically what it appears.
This is what happens to Tyrone. He picks the paper up off the floor and then he balls it up.
Yeah, that's in, that is clearly part of the process for a lot of people. So, the teacher just didn't know what he was talking about. But that's not uncommon, right? You
That's when
shouldn't laugh. So
that's when he destroyed Tyrone. The boy, after he balled the paper up, the boy fell off the bleachers and broke both his legs and his arms.
Snell is like, boy must have had weak bones.
Boy must have had weak bones.
Bruh.
So that's something that we continue to see throughout Tales from the Hood, is this kind of comic relief in the midst of these very.
So now the teacher wanted to see what the hell going on. What's going on around here? And the boy mother, you could tell they put the typical hood chick in this movie, because when the teacher comes over, she starts to flirt. Like, she got a boyfriend, but when the teacher come over, you can tell she started to flirt until he tell her the situation about her son. Then she's not interested anymore. But
Johnson, I came to talk to you about your boy Walter.
The teacher goes inside and explains
look at that look.
that he's seen all of these bruises on Walter, and he's asking his mother about it. The mother is busy cleaning like bird crap or something off of the teacher's shoulder, which gives her the opportunity to touch him and stuff and be close to him and be flirting with him.
What kind of problems? I mean, all kids have problems, don't they?
But she completely.
See, that's another problem. See, what kind of problem? All kids got problems, don't they? But once he say something about the monster, that's when she talked to Walter, like, why are you telling these people this stuff? Why are you talking to these people about, you know what I'm saying?
Completely is in denial. She's just like, oh, he's clumsy. I don't know where he got the bruises. Not from me, that kind of thing. So she's just kind of single-minded, just trying to flirt with this guy. She doesn't really care about what the teacher has made this house call to. I mean, how often do teachers come to kids' homes?
Yeah, and at this point, the teacher is still under the assumption that
doesn't care about what's going on with the child, just trying to flirt with the teacher, ignoring the problems at home. And that's how they came to this situation.
She's a single mother. And because all of the information that he got from Walter, right? So she's this single mother. She's the only one in the home. So this mother is flirting with him, who is possibly hitting on her child, right? Which is the reason why he's visiting, which really makes it awkward.
And she's like the prime suspect, I guess you could say, in that situation, considering that she's the only one there from his point of view.
The boy's clumsy. He's always falling over something.
The teacher brings up that Walter actually said that it's a monster that lives in a house.
I mean, a monster in particular that he says lives here in the house.
And I like how they just pushed in with the camera, and she's like, oh, I know about this monster, without actually telling the teacher.
So that look, and when she talked to him, that let us know he already done told his mama. And she either ignored it or didn't believe him, or she was afraid of the guy. But as you can see, when it goes on, she did fight back. So do that actually say she was afraid, or did she just get tired of the bullshit and just say, fuck it, I'm gonna fight for my son? Because all the time it's been happening, he been telling her, she like,
teacher that. And she calls Walter out because now I gotta confront you directly because you're bringing up these stories about this monster who he clearly has brought up to the mother at least a couple times.
Walter!
Listen, there's no need.
But what I hate is just like how the default setting is.
And he's always falling and hurting himself.
Let's get to the meeting.
And he just go right into it. Why you just standing there? Why didn't you get the door?
That's the monster right there. The monster gets home. He wonder why the teacher in his house, and they have a talk.
Well, why are you just standing there? Why the hell didn't you get the door?
Like, greet me at the door. And, I have to say that David Alan Grier in this role was a surprise. But I think it's what made it even better. And at the same time, David Alan Grier walks in and little Walter is at the top of the stairs just watching. And, this reminds me of the scene in Eve's Bayou,
Let's go.
who's not trained on something like this, but they want to help, and you're probably really making stuff worse than it is.
Mm-hmm. But I mean, isn't that kind of
Yeah, so the teacher was trying to help. Soon the teacher leave, the monster, Walter look at his face. He know he's done for. He knows his shit over with. And the monster, he's ready. The teacher didn't even fucking leave the fucking house before Walter went on an attack.
The teacher sees the shadows of the guy doing the belt work, and he runs up and he starts beating the door. Open up. But do you do this? Is this what happens?
I don't know. Go to the
Like-
comments and let us know.
That mainly you call the goddamn police. If you see shit like this happen, you call the police. But I guess the teacher was like, he was in the moment. He was caught in a moment, and he probably felt disrespected too by the guy, and he probably wanted to get some get back or something. He didn't even tell him, but he goes in to save the family.
Identifies as a monster.
Yeah.
At the very least. But somehow somebody drawing a picture of what you represent yourself as is just going to the teacher. They throw in some monster sounds. So he's beating.
And so he continues to crease into the jack suit coat. But he's got his work clothes on, a tie and everything.
He'll put
What
them
does he
beads
do?
on.
I wonder what this monster does.
Probably something real respectable. Because
There you go. Somebody in the higher ups. They're like, well, I wonder what he do. He got the suit on, yeah, and he paying the bills and stuff. Of course, he got to be a corporate guy.
Making money for them to, be in a nice kind of nicer neighborhood with a nice house and, be taken care of and everything. But they in here doing all this.
So Sissy grabs a cat.
So basically they take him out. They get the boy find a piece of paper. He creases it to break his arm. He creases it to break his leg. He twists it to twist his body.
Believe us.
What we gonna do?
And the teacher lets the boy burn the paper. Now he had twisted all on the floor.
You look like a fucked up pretzel.
So, okay. That takes me to the after effects of this. Okay, decrease. What I just do? Oh well, shit. I'm here now. So let me cancel that real quick. So that was the story of Walter, and now we finna take it to what Walter May became. Let me see. Yeah, this it. So this is what takes me to what Walter could have became. And I ain't think about this. I never thought about this. Could the stories from Tales from the Hood, could the story of Walter branch off into Crazy K? Cause now this is Crazy K. He got multiple bodies. This guy has took out plenty of people, even murked his best friend. And to a point where some other gang members came to take him out. When they took him out, he went into this afterlife type of situation, and he was tortured. But they gave him a chance to change his life, and he didn't do it, and ended up killed off. But if the story of Walter stems to Crazy K, if Walter turns into Crazy K, childhood trauma really had a very impact on him. We just gonna say that Crazy K is the little boy Walter, because he was saying, what about my What about my lifestyle? What about my childhood? Or something he said. Let's see.
Damn, nigga, you trying to blind me or something?
Lil Deke.
All right. And he's in like this jail / weird place, and suddenly he's healthy. We don't see any bullet wounds or effective about the
Put him
rap
on this.
and the gang violence.
They put him on this thing, put some stuff and drain stuff out his nose. But I want to get to when he was in the electric chair.
Ew, not the nose.
Yeah, putting pipes in his nose. You know how, yeah. So, okay.
Able and other things related
That
to
don't
the
look like the nose.
series.
Nah,
It's true story.
That didn't show
Let me
it.
just stop.
Yeah, you just seen it, them pipes in the nose.
There was something else on another pipe. I saw
So
that.
they
They froze it right on it. No.
Torture chamber.
But this whole scene is kind of makes me think of spoiler alert, this movie Inception, where there's basically dreams within dreams within dreams. So if this is his near-death experience or hallucination, and then he goes into the sensory deprivation thing and then starts to hallucinate in there, where are we in reality?
How many
At this
levels
point,
down?
how slow has time stopped?
So the next group of guys is like, you just did a drive-by on us and started blasting. We weren't even the guys you were looking for, and you just indiscriminately started shooting.
We ain't even the ones that capture homie.
So there's a little girl who's like, but I ain't do nothing.
I didn't do anything.
So a bullet came through the wall and hit me.
I was playing in my room, and the bullet from your gun came through the wall.
And he say, bullet ain't got no name on it.
Bullet ain't got no name on it.
But I'm thinking that
he wasn't taking responsibility for accountability for nothing. This guy was straight. So like I said, the trauma. Let's just say Walter is Crazy K. All that trauma he went through as a child led him to be who he is now. It's Crazy K. Really had a big effect. So this is why I say the mental health thing is very important. Childhood trauma is important. And need to be spoke on more. Like I said, I got to do a lot more diving into it on my own research.
at this point, is this scary?
No, but I don't know.
As a horror film we're watching, it seems kind of preachy. Like, who are you preaching to? Because most of the people who go and watch these movies are going to get it, right? Most of the people aren't doing the things of who you claim to be trying to reach, possibly. So
You're preaching to the choir, in other words. You're giving lectures to people who
get it. Yeah, dang, it's messed up that bullets go through walls and hit girls. Like,
and another thing to mention on that note is that prior, the people before, he blamed them for what happened, right? Their actions is what brought upon him having in air quotes to do them in. But this little girl, then now he's justifying, well, bullet ain't got no name on it,
And maybe this is just for the emotional tug of war that you have to be able to do. You have to be able to affect someone's emotions, maybe, so that they can feel fear, happiness, or sadness, or whatever. Because when a little girl comes out, I guess you do feel some sort of sympathy there, where it's like, dang.
Or you ought to.
Folks are, well, most people will, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh, dang, they killing little girls. You know what I'm saying? And this is one of them.
And being from Chicago and the violence that happens on the streets there, I can't help but think about how every so often and too often, you do hear the stories of a little kid, and a lot of times they're like, room fills up.
At this point, do we know? Because the story starts off with Sims basically saying, oh, be against that even view at all. Where when somebody...
She said,
to me, that would be like what I'd call like a mitigating. So he's like rejecting the idea that he has any responsibility.
I would expect anybody who has issues to reject it, especially initially in a situation like this.
So maybe he's crazy.
Not.
Maybe
his name is Crazy K.
Maybe he is like clinically insane.
Could
maybe
be, but even if you're not, you just went through what they're doing, this mental experiment thing on you.
But here's what I would say. Maybe, so one could be like, oh, maybe he's not capable of logically understanding what his part is. But it's funny to me that he could put together the logic of all the rest of the stuff and how it's somebody else's fault, right? Possibly. You could put the logic of putting it on somebody else, but you can't put that logic on yourself, on your own deeds. That's what I'm saying.
Who
is responsible? Your mother, your father, your teachers?
She asked him if who's responsible, his teachers, his parents, his whoever, and he said, yeah. And you know what? Depending on what happened to lead him there, I could agree they too are responsible.
But I think this is pushing the message that it's not them.
Mm-hmm.
It's that.
See how she brought who's responsible for your mother, your father, your teachers. It's kind of like giving, like, yeah, they did continue Walter's story through Crazy K, but y'all actually have to watch the movie. It's a pretty good movie. These the guys that want the shit. I'm trying to get to the part
so to
where
speak out of that chair. And then he kind of takes one of the workers hostage and says he'll snap her neck and all of this and that as the doctor continues to try to talk to him.
I don't give a fuck! I don't give a fuck!
So again, we're transported back to the original scene where he's laying there after he was first shot by the three guys from this wraparound story. And Logic putting it on, that was his background. He still is responsible.
Yeah, but I'm not saying that someone is not responsible. See, it's not an all or nothing thing. It's that one portion is not shown, right? This whole thing is about, look what you've done. But it's not even taking into consideration anything else.
Okay.
And that's how these arguments always are, which is why I said that is basically against the argument of, hey, we need to look at the mitigating circumstances.
Right. But I guess I would
That's what
say
that question asked when I see it.
And my thought when I said what I said about him is that preceding what we just talked about, he said, no, shut up. So he's like rejecting the idea that he has any responsibility.
I would expect anybody who has issues to reject it, especially initially in a situation like this.
So maybe he's
or
crazy.
Not.
Maybe
his name is
to us, or bad things happen to our, where from an objective.
I was trying to see what that part was, but that's why it's important, people. That's why it's important to pay attention. Which a lot don't be happening these days. Like, I think parents being more of their children friend than a parent is really causing a lot of problems too. Parents being delusional that my kid won't do this. That ain't something my kid to do.
Now I can't hear you again. What the?
Oh Lord!
And I didn't touch anything.
It probably doing it on his own. And yeah, so it's important, man. Yeah, it's very important, Roberto. Very or say think that what happened to as a kid as well. I don't normally put it out there, but I used to get abused as well. Yeah, man. Sorry to hear that, bro. But it's good to kind of get it off your chest too. You know what I'm saying? It's good to get it off your chest instead of holding it in and it be bottled up. But kids do go through this, man, and I know it's very overlooked. I never, just put my mind to it. Or shouts out to Lionel Suggs. He brought this to my attention, and we have talks like behind the scenes. We have lots of talks behind the scenes, and he actually put me on this, and yeah, and I told him, yeah, it is important. You know what I'm saying? I just didn't realize how common it was. You know what I'm saying? I didn't realize how common it was. I didn't know that it was like out there like that. So that can have a lot of effect on people when they grow up, the trauma caused from it. And it made me think of so many people who actually snapped and just, probably off their parents type shit. And we be thinking, oh man, that's fucked up. But then we don't know the backstory either. We don't know the backstory. I mean, we can't say that his wrong was a right. Nah, I ain't gonna say it was right. But what's the story though? What's the story behind this? I seen a video popped up the other day, and this boy was throwing. He was cussing his mom's out, being a delinquent, and she recorded him throwing rocks at her car window, busting butt cracking up the window, and her other two kids was in the car screaming. So what she did was she sent him away. She sent them away. Any mental issues? I don't know yet. The story still continues. But the boy went to this institution, got beat up real bad, sent the video to his mom of him crying, or he went live. I don't know, either or. They fucked him up bad. I'm talking about real bad. To a point he was apologizing to his moms and stuff like that. So we do have those situations where the kids be a little out of hand, but what's the story? Right? It's always the story that I be want to know about. And what's behind it. What's the story? What's behind the story? Right? But yeah, it's I just wanted to touch on that though, tap on that from the Walter situation to the Crazy Case situation. Y'all can also go watch Tales from the Hood on that end, and y'all can give me y'all thoughts on that. If y'all watch it, give me your thoughts. Yeah, so it's definitely been good. It's definitely been good. We got to come in and do it again, and maybe find like some videos to react to and speak and elaborate on them, break them down. So Cajun Cat, I'm gonna get your final thoughts before we get up out this thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let me get your final thoughts. You got anything else you want to say? Or did she hear me? You hear me?
All right.
Oh, she just on the other side.
I definitely want to say I have to hear you through the stream. So what I want people to understand. I want people to understand that mental health can come through no matter what. And it's okay to say you have these problems. It's okay to ask for help. Is it scary? Absolutely. I'm still terrified to say I need help. But at the end of the day, if you don't say you need help, whether that's you asking your friends for, you just need someone to talk to, you have a partner and you need to talk to them, you have your parents and you tell your mom, like, look, I just need a talk. Just talk. Because talking about it can help you. And maybe they can give you a better understanding of what's going on and try to help you and make you feel better.
Okay. Hey. Cool. That's what's up. Talk to your peeps. Or get some professional help. Seek out professional help. That's what I say. Talk to your parents first. If they're not understanding or trying to cooperate, then seek out
Exactly.
professional help. Seek it out. It's Google got what you need. They got the sources, and maybe can lead you to someone who can understand the situation you're in.
Professional help.
Professional help. So definitely do that. But yeah, folks, I appreciate everybody coming through this thing, and I definitely appreciate everybody
And
coming through.
and definitely if you were feeling like I don't know how to say it. But if you are feeling like you want to give up, call the 1-800 number. They'll help you. That's what they're there for.
Most definitely. Most definitely. But yeah, I do appreciate you coming up, Cajun Cat, and sharing that with us, sharing your thoughts and your experience. And it was definitely good. It was a good show. Good show. We definitely gotta, get back in here on some things, and I got to get Lionel up in here too. And he the pretty much expert when it come down to this.
Glad to be here.
But definitely got to get both of y'all on the show together. And also y'all can Cajun Cat, she's a gamer. Go over there, y'all can support her by subscribing.
That's gonna be one hell of a show.
Definitely that. But we definitely she definitely got a channel. She games. Subscribe. Some more people in the chat that also have channels. Tyler, he's on IG. Roberto, he's a gamer. Also, y'all can go subscribe to him. And I don't think A-Dub do too much, but he do drop a little something. You know what I'm saying? Genesis 1, she's back in the game. She's back on track. And y'all go subscribe to Genesis 1. She also do reality talks. And don't forget to check out No Captivity with Freezy. I appreciate you coming through, bro. I appreciate that. And he definitely got a show tonight. He got a show tonight, and they about to do the thing, man. They're going in. Definitely one of the channels I stay up on. And everybody watching in the clouds, appreciate y'all for coming through. Make sure you hit that like button. Push the goddamn like button. You know what I'm saying? Because it ain't hard to do.
Push the button. Come on. Push the button. Come on, push the button.
Yeah, come on, push the button.
Push the goddamn button.
Push the goddamn button.
You heard what she said.
Definitely hit that like button. Definitely hit that like button. You know what I'm saying? And subscribe to the channel if you're new. You're new to the channel. I'm telling you right now.
But I am telling you right now.
Hit that subscribe button. Because we definitely going to be in here for some more shows. Tune in. You know what I'm saying? I got shows I got coming up is definitely breaking down the beats that I make. Breaking down the beats. A very interesting show I got coming is my dealings with Big Crit and the people in my city on how they feel about them. So we definitely got those shows coming. I'm gonna be also breaking down lyrics that I wrote. You know what I'm saying? So we got those 3 subjects coming up and more. Just gotta stay tuned, people. Stay tuned. Make sure you got the notification bell turned on so you'll be notified when I go live. Otherwise, it's been great. It's been good. It's been wonderful. Everybody enjoy the rest of your night. And always remember, we don't need no helicopter to elevate over hills. Peace and prosperity to you all.
Lost count of the brothers we lost to these streets. It done came to sometimes either him or me. All the time I kept my eyes on my enemies. Had people that call family. Said loyalty's a must, but I lost that trust. I just knew that I loved her, but the facts was lust. Should've had my nose in the wind, but I was sneezing off dust. Achoo. Bless you, still this world is cruel. The table's set, but the chairs are empty. Lies were served like a feast of plenty. Whispers carve knives that cut so deep. Promises are sold for secrets to keep. I build my trust on fragile stone. Now I stand here all alone. Betrayal's flame won't means nothing when hearts grow cold. Their smiles were masks, their hands were stones. They watched me drown, they watched me fight, but I broke the chains in the heat of night. I've seen shadows, I've seen the fall. Now I'll be the ice that breaks them all. Betrayal's flame won't burn me down. I'll rise up strong, wear the crown. Through the ashes, through the scars, I'll light the dark like falling stars. I'm cold, bitch. I'm cold, bitch. Cold, bitch. Welcome to Frostville, salute to the host, Dr. Frizzle Frost. Let's suit up, let's get ready for surgery.